I'm a nobody, baby. Light me up, pour me up, I'm gone. Got me seeing genies in a bottle. Liquor got me feeling like a wrestler. Call me Santiago. Everyone listen when I speak. Don't know shit about shit, but I know ball.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode 143. How's everyone doing out there, guys? We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. Guys, this is an interactive show. You guys know the deal. We are the gambling show of record, right? Eddie Money, we only have one rule on this show. Let the people know, Eddie Money.
Don't be a loser, man.
Don't be a loser. Guys, football is right around the corner. We are going to talk AFC, win totals, division winners, playoffs. We are fully diving into the AFC this week, and we have Rafa, the guru, the one who knows all, sees all. He's back in town. What up, man?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Your shirt is giving me bad vibes. Ohtani just taking off the mound. Everyone light a candle. Make sure that Ohtani is okay. And I know Rafa, everyone still says Rafa still hasn't lived up to his bet where he's supposed to wear full uniform. Ohtani.
I need him to get a full 5 innings, 6 innings in before we do this.
You're correct, and I gave you that pass. But after today, who knows, man?
Until next season.
I'm nervous, man. Very, very nervous. Eddie Money, executive producer. What up, man?
What's up?
How's everything? How's life?
Everything's cool and feeling good, living good right now.
Oh, man, you look fresh. You look all fucking feeling good. Rafa disappearing. You're half the man you used to be.
Almost.
Dude, I saw a picture of me, Rafa, and it's the first time I was like, oh, that didn't, I look a little sick. Like it didn't, I was like, that I might be on the other side of of not looking good. But anyways, guys, again, thank you for joining us. It's an interactive show. So please, the more questions, the more talking shit, the more fun we have. But you guys know how we do. First segment of the show brought to you by Nomadic, a lifestyle brand, a travel brand, right? Backpacks, travel bags. Rafa, how you liking the gear, man? How you liking the gear?
I love the shirts, man. Those shirts are nice.
Yeah.
They're very, they're plain colored shirts, but they're very elegant. Like you can wear them to go out. They're very nice.
You notice the drop hem? It's fucking beautiful, man. So it's not straight hand. It's dude, I get compliments every time I wear it.
Well designed.
Yeah. Shout out to Nomadic. They sponsor You Are Fired or You Are Hired every week. The bags, I can't wait till you have to travel because the bags are even more. Dude, they have the sunglass protector. It's just so practical, but also very, very good looking. And go look them up, Nomadic on Instagram, TikTok. They're everywhere. Life on the Move. Take a picture and tag them. Put Life on the Move. They'll post your shit, man. It's a very, very popular brand and a very, very good brand. And we're very proud that they sponsor this program. And You're Fired. Who wants to start with You're Fired or Hired? And please let us know, guys. Who do you want to fire or hire? Eddie Money's on a 1 week streak.
Yeah, I finally got off my ban.
You're skid.
I'll go. I'm gonna give a little unconventional one considering it's our show, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fire. I know we have NFL coming on tomorrow, the Hall of Fame game. I'm gonna fire anybody that actually bets on the Hall of Fame game because that just means like you've been itching to bet. Like you're betting on people who are just trying to make the practice squad and get on that 53-man roster. Just wait till at least preseason. I give preseason to pass. Wait a little bit.
Well, hold on. The Hall of Fame game is not this Sunday.
It's tomorrow.
What?
Yes.
The first preseason game is tomorrow?
Yes.
Wow, I've been working nights, man. Wow. Shame
Wake the
on
fuck up.
Shame
Yeah.
on me. So that means my favorite time of the year, Hall of Fame speeches, are this Sunday.
Uh-oh. Break out
Oh.
The
fucking tissue
thing,
box. Break out the tissue boxes. Eddie gives you a whole rundown on the fucking how good the speech was. Grades it 1 through 10. The whole fucking 9. Dude,
it's
Eddie should
everyone
do a
knows.
recap of Hall of Fame speeches next week.
Oh, 100%,
With a-
man.
With a 1
100%.
through 10 and a cryability rate.
Yeah.
Cry
100%.
Bill. Yeah. Curtis Martin still #1 rated cryability chart. He was a 9. You know, it was just freaking off the charts. Ray Lewis, another great one. Worst still in my book is Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez, worst Hall of Fame speech. Went into Huntington Beach High School, a driller, just bitched about getting bullied freshman and sophomore year.
Can you believe that? Get outta
6'6", yeah, 6'6", freaking
Who was
beautiful.
bullying
Dual
a
sport
6'6"
athlete.
dude? Fucking Boban? Boban's walking around bullying him.
Yes.
Motherfucker, would you get bullied by Greg Oden and shit? Like, come on, dude. Shaq's walking around campus bullying him. The biggest guy in school was the guy who got bullied. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
And the biggest, best looking, fucking dual sports, dunking on dudes, and he got bullied. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
I don't believe it for a second either. He was going for cryability and just he didn't pull it off. But speaking of Boban, guys, let's we're still on You're Fired, You're Hired. I want to hire Happy Gilmore too. Guys, I had my expectations. I know it's very just here or there. People loved it or hate it. I went in with the lowest of expectations, thinking it's going to be too hard to live up to the standard. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. The cameos, I think there were 71 cameos. I mean, and those are the people that were recognized. I recognize like golf TikTokers and influencers like in the crowd. I thought Adam Sandler crushed it. My only, listen, take Adam Sandler movies for what they are. My only criticism, and it might not even be Sandler's fault, is I wish Tiger would have made an appearance. He was the only, dude, Jack was there, Freddie Couples, Nick Faldo, Lee Trevino. The who's who of golf were all there. It was just so obvious there was one
Except
missing.
Tiger.
Except Tiger, man.
Why do you think that is?
You know what? I would think that because of the list, I would think that they reached out to him and he just is like, it's not my cup of tea. I think Tiger looks bad not doing it at this point because everyone fucking did it. But my family being Puerto Rican, they thought Bad Bunny was freaking hilarious. Will Zalatoris was freaking hilarious. Xander Schauffele. I loved it. I can't wait to watch it again. What is Raphael?
He said Tiger don't give a fuck about that movie. Come on.
Listen,
Dude, I think Tiger didn't do it because it's Tiger. It's like I'm the baddest motherfucker to ever play this game.
Like it's beneath
And
him.
I'm kind of above all of you, kind of like an ego thing, to be honest with you. I
Well,
think it's
listen.
like an ego thing.
I agree. I agree with your take 100%. But here's the problem: Jack did it, and who's arguably the best
We can
golfer in the
argue that
world
whatever you
is
want.
Jack.
We can argue that. People can say whatever. To me, I still think Tiger's the best. Like, and I know we have more footage of Tiger than we do of Jack.
Yeah.
There's like when you watch, and it's all over Instagram all the time. Like when you watch the Bay Hill, where he literally, Phil ends up parring 18. Tiger needs to birdie 18. He hits his drive completely left, hits the crowd a little bit. He's 190 out and he fucking nails it and then sinks the birdie putt to win the fucking Bay Hill for the second time in a row. And it's like, yeah, I'm that dude. Bro, Tiger hits a putt, walks away, shakes the dude's hands like it's fucking game time.
That was gangster as shit.
Bro,
That was
like
gangster as
he's
shit.
above and beyond.
Mr.
Uh,
Rafael Figueroa. Okay, this is one of
Jack
Rafael.
is definitely number 2.
Well, I
He's got to
wish.
be rough. He's
Dude,
not
okay.
in the top 5.
please, Eddie Money, can you bless us with Jack and Tiger stats? And it's very hard to
No,
say.
Jack has more. Jack has more wins.
And more majors,
Jack
more
has,
everything.
Jack, yeah, Eddie. But when you watch the shit, when you watch him play, like it's just it's when you watch Tiger play, it's just that, bro. It really is.
Listen, I can't. I'm right there with you. I'm just saying, there's a case. You know, there's a case to be made. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, and at the rate
I
we're
got some
going
quick
right now,
stats.
go ahead,
What-
Eddie
what-
Money.
Okay. Major titles, Jack has 18, Tiger has 15. PGA Tour wins, Jack has 73, Tiger has 82. Major starts, Jack has 164. Tiger Woods didn't give me an exact number, but just says he has fewer than that. Top 10 in majors, Jack has 73, Tiger has 198. Jack has 105 consecutive major cuts made. Tiger has 142. Tiger has the lowest in PGA Tour history, lowest scoring average in PGA history, and Tiger does, sorry, and Jack has 71.98.
Yeah. The one
Mike,
thing.
Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the one thing that Jack had, you know, obviously the majors, but what Tiger didn't, he had consistent rivals. He had, you know, Arnie Palmer. He had, you know, even Greg Norman. He had. I'm not going to say he had better competition, but he had guys that were. You think of Tiger's era, who else but maybe Jack I'm sorry, Phil.
Ernie
Yeah.
Els. Dude, Ernie was good as fuck. VJ was good as shit as well.
But not Arnold Palmer. Fucking good. Not Arnold. I mean, they had 1 to 2 year spurts. Jack was, you know, and he came in, you know, on the back end of Lee Trevino. He came on the back end of what's his name, the Englishman. I'm just saying, you know, he had more consistent rivals. That's all I'm saying. But you're not going to get an argument from me. I would also probably take Tiger as number 1 overall, but Jack is number 2.
When you watch Tiger, you never and like I said, going back, there wasn't the media and all that the way there was for Jack, and even now the way there is for a lot of these other guys, Scotty, because all the Instagram and shit, right?
Yeah.
But Scotty's giving me that feeling that he's right there. Look, the British Open a couple weeks back on Saturday morning, when Scotty was in the lead, I didn't even watch after that because I texted you guys and I said, this shit is over.
Yeah.
It is literally, he's got the lead. It is fucking a wrap. He's that good. That's how good Tiger is.
No.
Well, Tiger was better than that.
Oh, because Tiger did this for like 8 years straight where no one even came winning majors by 15 fucking shots.
Dude, Scotty could be number 1 till like 2035 and he'd still need like another, I don't know how many.
After
that to be fucking to catch to what Tiger was at number 1.
Yeah, but he 100% Scotty is right there. You know, Scotty had a great line in the movie where he gets arrested. He says, "Not again." I mean, it was just all. Even Rory was likable in Happy Gilmore, but
and there's a Tiger mention in the movie.
Oh, they have his bust.
Well,
yes, go ahead. Talk about
it. When Shooter's sitting there talking to the guys, right? He's like, I was the best golfer of the 90s. And then Adam Sandler's, you know, Happy Gilmore, he says, well, Tiger and I, and then him. But yeah, he was third.
Yeah.
But I listen, I didn't enjoy the last 30 minutes of the movie. That stupid ass Maxi crap or whatever.
Yeah.
I also thought the villain, they should have made him out to be a rich kind of dude. And they just made him out to be a total like moron.
Yeah.
Like it was too
Do you know who that was?
No.
That's the dude who directed Uncut Gems.
Okay.
That's pretty fucking crazy. I found that out. I was like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, he directed that movie of Sandler, which Sandler should have won a freaking at least got nominated.
That was the best acting job he's ever done. Was in Uncut.
That was amazing.
That was a hell of a movie.
That movie still gives me anxiety.
Oh, it does.
So,
Are you kidding? At the end, what the fuck?
It's fucking crazy. So let me do one last hiring, two hirings. Jacob, he is alive. I saw him today. Was watching WWE or whatever, and they just did an incredible what do you call it?
Tribute
To Hulk Hogan. Got me a little teary-eyed. R.I.P. to the Hulkster. We've talked WWE before. We have some fans, and Rafa and I believe we put him at 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the youngsters gave a shit. And
the aura of Roman Reigns or whatever.
Ridiculous.
Hulk
Hogan was to wrestling what Conor McGregor sort of did to UFC. It raised it a whole nother fucking level. It cartoons, movies, action figures. Hulk Hogan was bigger than he was America for like 10 fucking years, man. So shout out to WWE and the tribute that did to Hulk Hogan. I'm sure you could get to see it, man. It got me a little emotional because if you're anywhere near Rafa's and I age, I mean, Hulk was everything.
Oh yeah.
So that's my 2 hirings: Happy Gilmore and Hulk Hogan. What do you got, man?
Oh, I gotta fire him. I gotta fire him, bro.
I said that with a big smile.
Because this shit's been bothering me for a handful of days already. This whole pay us bullshit with these ladies in the WNBA. This is ridiculous. Okay, and this is per USA Today. So USA Today, they don't lean one way or the other. Okay, but per USA Today, since Caitlin Clark has been hurt, in her absence, the WNBA has lost 55% of viewership. 55%. And in the Fever games that are nationally televised, they're down 53%. That means that half the people aren't watching this shit. And they think that they want to get paid. And then, now I'm going to call out Ryan because he was on the show last week, and I'm going to call him out. I'm just going to say, how can you expect them, if the league is losing money every season, for you to pay them? What employee, 240 employees or whatever, how many players they have, we're going to give you all raises, even though we're still losing money? It makes no sense. And when the white girl's not playing, I'm sorry to tell you, nobody's watching. You're losing half the viewership when Caitlin Clark is not playing. So WNBA, ladies, your product isn't great. Nobody wants to watch you. I'm sorry. They can't pay you because you're not making money. You're not making any money. Your viewership is up because of one player, maybe 2. And I did read yesterday that Outkick posted where, yes, the games where Angel Reese is not playing, they're also losing viewerships, the Sky as well. They're also losing viewers. So people want to watch her play, whether it's because they're betting on her missing the first shot or just want to watch her play in general. Because it's a trend on all over Instagram. You've seen it, Eddie Money, I'm sure, where these guys are betting ridiculous amounts of money that she's going to miss her first shot. But, she's entertaining to watch for whatever reason because she's an entertainer, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark isn't playing. Viewership is down 55%. You can't all sit there and cry about getting paid when the superstar of the league is not playing and nobody's watching because we don't want to watch you, period. And I heard somebody say today, and I don't know who it was on Instagram, some podcast or whatever, and he said that the reason that they don't want, that they kind of don't watch is they're not attractive ladies for the most part. Like, be a little bit more feminine. And I agree with them. A little bit more feminine. That's all.
Well,
It's the truth. I know who said it. It was the shift leader. You know who shift leader is?
I do not.
Eddie Money, you don't know who shift leader is?
Shift leader? No.
Oh, he's hilarious. He does the little McDonald's clips where he's the shift leader at McDonald's, and it's hilarious. I'll send it to you. But you gotta watch it. He's got a podcast, and he brought it up where the ladies aren't feminine enough for men to actually sit there and watch them for 40 minutes because it's already a bad product. Let's be realistic. It's bad. And that's why people don't watch. And that's why you're not going to get a raise. And I believe, and I haven't checked, but if we look at every owner of every WNBA team, I think they all own an NBA team, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, I know Mark Davis is the owner of the Aces. He owns it.
Well, he owns another. He owns another team, right? So they're all sport. So of course you can have a little branch that's losing money because I'm making $800-900 million with the Raiders. So I can have this lose money, but I can't pay you more because I'm losing money with you there already. I can't lose more money. So it makes no sense to pay these ladies. I'm sorry. When they start producing money, get out of the red, then maybe you can talk about getting a raise.
Let me play devil's advocate here because Ryan's thing was really long. You know, I think they get 9% of revenue, and obviously 9% of nothing is nothing, right? But there is a deal on the table where I believe the TV deal is only getting like 20-30 million, and the deal is going to be 200 million. So when you know this deal is coming, they're being a little proactive. I mean, Caitlin Clark, Rafa, gets paid $80,000 a year.
Yeah. And if I was her, I'd take Ice Cube's $5 million.
Yeah.
Literally, I'd take Ice Cube's $5 million.
If they keep on treating her like shit, I wouldn't blame her either, to be honest with you. I mean, you keep on effing with me and not giving me any credit. But, I'm just saying, when you know, and Ryan said it, it's going up and to the right? Viewership, you have Juju coming into the league. You have, Asia Wilson. There is some stars. There is some stars. I'm saying that when you know there is going to be money infused, you don't wait till they get the money. You start bargaining now. But no, that everything is everything verified on You're Fired, You're Hired. Brought to you by Nomadic. Life on the move, man. Anyone else out there? B-Tap, you want to fire somebody? B-Tap is going off on Instagram Live.
I also want to fire Michael Brown for crying about the Dodgers bullpen yesterday. My God.
That's a legit gripe.
Listen, when you look at this, go and actually look at the stats. Go and look at them. Look at what they're doing. Look at what the bullpen's doing tonight. Look at what he was crying about the bullpen last night. Look at the bullpen tonight. The bullpen's pitched 4 1/3 innings so far tonight.
Yeah.
4 1/3 innings. They've allowed 0 fucking hits, by the way. And they have 7 strikeouts with 1 walk. And they've allowed 0 hits in 4 1/3. And he's sitting there crying.
I think he was being a little bit of reverse mush. I think he must have had money.
Yeah, all Dodger fans do that. I hate that shit. Oh, God, we're so awful. I got to win the World Series.
Guilty as fuck. Reverse mush.
That shit is so fucking stupid.
B-Tap. Talk about mush. B-Tap needs to learn how to reverse mush.
Well, he's an Angels fan. So, I mean.
Oh.
He's got the wrong end of the stick. He's an Angels fan and a Raiders fan.
Oh,
so imagine that combination.
50% isn't bad. 50% isn't too
It's
bad.
all fucking bad. It's all bad. But speaking about the Raiders, let's get into some football.
Let's get into some foosball, man.
That's about that time.
What do we got on the docket, Eddie Money? I mean, should we
Speaking of Raiders, they're first up on the docket.
Okay.
The Raiders released Christian Wilkins the other day, which voided $35.2 million in his contract of guaranteed money. He's currently.
Dude, they're so bad. They are so bad at everything.
What?
Oh, they go out and sign the best defensive tackle last year, and the guy plays 5 games. He's kissing dudes. He's grabbing
Yeah.
dudes. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
Great signing though, boys. Remember how hard you guys were? You guys literally last season. You remember that? Just rock hard on this show.
I was.
Still am,
You
baby.
guys were
Still
rock
am.
hard. Guess who was rock hard for 17 weeks in some training camp? Wilkins.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
You seen
Listen.
some of the videos?
Yes. Hey, dude, he's trying to kiss Hunter Renfro. There's some shit going on, man. And
The guy
I
did the splits at when they won the national
They won
title. I
the
believe.
Natty.
At the Natty, bro.
it wasn't the splits. It's how we did the splits. That was
It's how he did the split.
That's
It's
how he did it. This was
very
funny.
Caleb Williams-esque, by the way. Yeah.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's even a little zestier than Caleb.
Oh, dude. There's only one professional athlete zestier than Caleb, and that's Cat. That's Anthony Towns.
Yes, yes.
That is Carl Anthony Towns, man.
That's
Yes, those are straight facts. But yeah, Raiders. Someone, NFL pundit. Oh no, a big NFL pundit. The Kansas City. What's his name with the long hair? Kansas City fan, Nick Wright.
Nick Wright.
No clue.
Nick Wright.
Yes.
Nick Wright came out and said the Raiders would make the playoffs, be a wild card, and they will be second behind Kansas City. That says a lot. He loves him some Raiders. If you guys have seen Pete Carroll's interview last week where he came out and said, listen, guys, the expectations are playoffs. He goes, I've coached how many seasons? I win 10 games every season. And why would I expect less? It's obviously we're in week 2 of training camp, but I do think that Pete Carroll brings some stability. I am still not signing off on Ashton Genty being a great running back in the NFL. I'm being hesitant about that, but I do think they're going to be improved. Still have some major holes on defense. I think the PFF has the Raiders secondary ranked dead last, 32 of 32 teams in the secondary. Corners, they're hurting bad. So in this division, with the quarterbacks that you have, you need to be able to play some defense. But how do we see? We're not gonna go over win totals. We're gonna go over division winners, right?
No, we can give you the win totals. We don't have to
can
go
do
game
both.
by game. We can just do kind of win totals.
Okay.
If you want to start with the AFC West, and we can go from there.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna go Broncos 7-10, Chargers 9-8, Raiders 9-8, and Kansas City. I'm gonna go 11-6.
Wow, pretty close.
That was
Pretty close. I'm gonna go Denver. I'm gonna go Denver 7-10. I'm gonna go the Raiders 7-10. I'm gonna go Kansas City 10-7. I mean San Diego 10-7. I'm gonna go Kansas City 11-6 as well.
Dang. Okay. Vegas has the Raiders over under at 7.5, so they have them predicted to be at the bottom of the division with their over being plus money. Both the Chargers and the Broncos, their over unders are both at 9.5. Both over under at -110 on both of them, and then the Chiefs in at 11.5 with their over at plus money.
What at 10.5?
11.5.
Yeah, 11.5. 11.5 is one of those tough ones. But for me, if I have to bet any 4 of these, I 1,000% would bet under 9.5 on the Denver Broncos. You know how I feel about sophomore quarterbacks.
Yes, quarterbacks.
Yes, for sure. And as good as CJ Stroud was for the first year, he wasn't that good last year. That division was just god awful. They got away with a bunch of shit. And Denver's not going in this division where you have, in reality, when we look at Denver, they have the worst quarterback in the division. As good as he was as a rookie, when we look at it, he's not as good as Geno. He's not as good as Herbert, and we can't even. I don't want to even mention the other guy in the same breath with the other three morons. So I'm not going to do it. So I'm not going to disrespect him like that. So for me, it is a blue chip, first NFL blue chip of the year, under on the Denver Broncos, 9.5. Max units on this bet. Whatever your max units are, max units on the under 9.5 on the Denver Broncos. Put it this way. If you lose this bet, I will send you a $100 Visa gift card. If you lose this bet, you show us whatever you bet it for. Whatever you bet it for, up to $100, I will match whatever you lose, and I will send you a Visa gift card on the Denver Broncos 9.5 under the win total.
Oh my god!
I feel like that's unfair. What do you get?
I don't want anything. I want you know what I want, Eddie? I want a fucking post. I want to be tagged in a post when you guys win this bet that you took the Denver Broncos under 9.5, and like I said, up to $100. I will match up to $100, and we want your you can send in your bet ticket wherever you bet it, MGM, FanDuel, Bovada, whatever. And I will match your loss up to $100 in a Visa gift card. We will mail it to you under 9.5. If you lose, if you win this bet, I would like an appreciation post tag with, you got to tag myself and the two nobodies, and you got to tag, and I want it posted.
I love it.
Wow, the confidence.
There it is, right there.
I'll tell you why I like it as well. Is that I believe Cortland's son is their only real offensive, weapon as a receiver. I know they drafted a rookie receiver. Rookie receivers rarely pan out to be really good, and it's not even a top 5 rookie receiver that they drafted. So,
and they had a good draft. They had a good draft.
They had a great draft.
I thought they had a good draft, but I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, the defense got better. Defensively, they're going to be good, but he's going to have to be running around, making plays. They drafted a running back too, but they didn't. I like that, Rafa. I'm gonna
Eddie, make sure you clip it and you feed it every week until the season starts. At least multiple times a week. Feed it out there. We want to get these people. We want to get them. If I'm wrong, I'm willing to pay up to $100. Let's remember that.
Oh man, that shit better not go viral.
Man, for anyone that's watching the show
in Denver.
For anyone that's watching the show, we've done this for 2 years, and I've never heard Rafa say max bet.
Well, I mean, he has to put some limits on it.
Well, listen, max units. I'm willing to pay back up to $100 on a Visa gift card. We'll mail it to them. We'll do it. But we need proof that the bet was placed.
Yeah.
Michael Brown's going to place it 15 times.
He's going to create 15 different accounts.
Michael Brown is another dude who he mushes, he reverse mushes his team. Never talks good about it. They're going to suck, and then we'll throw it in your face when they win. He's great at that.
B-Tap at Instagram said he's ready for the Raiders to win 10 games this year.
Oh, man. Listen, you're going to be waiting for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't looked at the schedule. I haven't looked at the Raiders schedule. And if you want, that's the only team we can do one at a time if you want, Eddie. We got time. It's too early, and we've already covered one division. If you want to do that, we can maybe do one team per division. We can maybe break it down.
All right. In honor of B-Tap, let's do it. Let's see where he's getting these 10 wins from, because, I mean, they do have
I haven't seen it. We could be wrong here, but we are definitely banking on Denver.
I know they have the Colts. I know they have like the Titans. They have the Giants. They have some, not.
I would hope they have some winnable games.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That's not a crazy statement.
Eddie Money. Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah.
All right. Week 1, they go to New England.
On the road at New England?
On the road.
Man, I'm going to give them a win, but I think that's a tough game.
It is a tough game. I'm going to go win as well. I'm going to keep track of ours.
They're currently 3-point underdogs going for week 1.
Okay, that's normal.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Week 2, they come to Los Angeles to play the Chargers.
I think that's a loss.
Yeah, it's a loss as well.
Week 3, they go to Washington and play the Redskins.
I'm going to give them a win. And you know how I feel about the Redskins. That's why I'm
Wow.
giving them a win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Week 4, they go. Oh, Eddie, did you give them a win or?
I gave him a win. Yeah, I'm writing it down as well.
Week 4, home against the Chicago Bears.
I'm going to dub there.
Man, I'm going to give him a win because Caleb is just his boyfriend's going to be in the stands.
He doesn't play good in front of his boyfriend.
He doesn't play
when
good
the lights
in front of his
when the
man.
lights are too bright, he shuts down.
Oh yeah, and his man's going to be there, probably cheering on the sideline. To be honest with you.
Week 5, they go to Indianapolis and play the Colts.
Man,
I got a dub there.
I'm going to give them a loss because I don't see them starting 4-1. I can see them starting 3-2. So I'm going to give them a loss there.
Okay.
That's fair. Week 6, home against Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans.
That's a win,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
mine as well.
Week 7, they get their second division rival. They go to Kansas City and play the Chiefs.
I'm going to give him a loss in
Yeah,
KC.
I'm gonna give them a loss as well.
All right. They got a semi-early week bye, week 8 bye. Then they play Jacksonville at home.
I think they win that.
Same here. I'd hope so. I'd hope they beat Jacksonville off of bye. Week 10, you got their first matchup with the Broncos in Denver.
I'm going to give a loss there.
I'll give them a loss as well.
I'm going to.
I don't want to, but I will.
Week 11, according to resale ticket prices, the highest priced game out of any NFL game. The Raiders at
Cowboys.
home play the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm give me Dallas, and I'm gonna be at that game.
I'm going to give a win, and Rafa has a loss. I think Dallas will be in shambles.
Week 12 at home, they play the Browns right after.
I think they win that.
I'm going to say a loss.
To Shador and the Browns?
That defense, it's in Cleveland. The one thing Raiders
at
No,
home.
that game's at home.
home, it's home. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm going to give it a win then.
There we go. Second matchup against the Chargers in LA.
I'm going to give a win this time.
Yeah, I think they split with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. Then next week, they play Denver at home.
I give them a win there.
I'm going to split that, so I'm going to give a loss.
All right. And then week after, they go to Philadelphia and play the Eagles.
I think that's a loss.
Loss.
Fair. Week 16, go to Houston, play the Texans.
Oh man,
I'm going to go loss.
I'm gonna go loss as well.
Week 17, at home against the New York Giants.
I'm gonna give them a loss, man. You know how high I am on the Giants. I'm high on the Giants. I'm really high on the Giants. I'm gonna give them a loss.
Yeah, I'm going to give a loss as well.
Week 18, last game at home against the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think they win that game, and I think they win that game because the Chiefs will have sealed up the division by that point.
I'm going to go win as well. So, Rafa, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9
Figure,
and
right?
Yep.
I thought 7 and 10, so that's what I'm thinking right in there. 7, 8, but I think
2,
7
3,
is the number
4,
for them.
5, 6, 7. And shit, I have 7.
I think you have 8, Eddie. You should have 8 because you put Denver. They would lose.
Oh yeah. So we're both 9 and 8. That's what I said in the beginning.
8 and 9. We're both about 8 and 9. I thought 7 and 10, but 8 and 9. I still think 7 to 8, and that's it. So
Listen, this is the year that the Raiders need to. This is going to be a QB class for the ages, and they need to go get their franchise quarterback. I don't care if Geno throws 75% for 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
whoa.
Well, listen.
Those are big numbers, Eddie. For
Yeah,
you.
they're huge
So,
numbers.
Well, he threw for 70%. He was one of 5 quarterbacks to throw for 70% last year. He had a shit ton. I think he had more touchdowns than Mahomes. So it's not crazy. My point I'm trying to make is, I don't care how good he plays this year. He's not our franchise quarterback. And you go get a Cade Klubnik, you go get a Arch Manning, you go get there's a ton of them coming out this year.
I don't know if I agree with that, Eddie.
Really,
Why-
I mean, Gino he's not a young buck. He's been in
I'm
the
not
league.
saying that like it sounds like you're shipping Bo before it's even left the port.
I'm saying, I don't care how well he plays. You go get a quarterback of the future, is what I'm saying. I like this quarterback class. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I thought you made it sound like a little bit like regardless of like you get rid of him next year.
No.
Oh, okay.
But you draft a quarterback in the first round. We went over that shit, a year ago. They haven't drafted a first round quarterback since 2007 in Jamarcus Russell. That shit has to change, man.
Agreed, but we got Ashton Genty, so I'm decently happy with that.
All right. Well, there's your Raiders. That's your AFC West. Let's get
Yeah.
off the Raiders, because if not, we're gonna spend 2 hours on the Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, we'll jump to the AFC South, the middest of all the divisions in the
This is
NFL,
the fucking worst of the
the
worst.
most average fucking division.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty bad.
Bottom of the barrel, we got Cam Ward leading the Tennessee Titans with their over/under sitting at 5.5, plus 140 on the over, minus 150 on the under.
Go ahead, Eddie.
They're a ways away, and I do believe Cam Ward is going to be good. I like Cam Ward, but there's so many holes to be filled at very important positions. You don't have elite receiver, you don't have elite running back. Your offensive line struggled. There's just you're almost putting Cam in a position to fail, putting him out there right away. I'm assuming they are going to put them out there right away. And for that reason, I have them maybe winning 5 games this year. I have 5-11 for the Titans.
Yeah, it'll be his season because Will Levis is having season-ending surgery on his shoulder.
That's right. Too much mayonnaise in the coffee.
Way too much mayonnaise in the coffee.
Yeah.
I think Tennessee's gonna. I think they can win 6 games. But that's 6-11. I think for me is their max. Yeah, and I don't know if we're gonna have a CJ Stroud or a Jaden Daniels at quarterback this year. At least not yet. But we'll get to that division today. That might be your CJ Stroud, Jaden Daniels this year. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's gonna be Cam with that team.
No, definitely not. He has no pieces to help him there. Next up, we both of these teams at 7.5. Starting off first, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Slight lean to the over on minus 125, but nothing too heavy.
Duval.
Yeah, Duval County. I'm gonna give the Jags 9 wins this year. I think they go 9-8. I'm gonna give the Jags 9 wins. I think they can go 9-8.
Dude,
This year.
I agree, Rafa. I think they're going to be a lot better. I think, although the head coach is a little cringy with the Duval, I do think it's going to help. I think they have 2 good running backs now, and I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to do well. Is going to do well under this head coach. He's a quarterback guy, offensive coordinator guy, had a ton of success, and I think if Trevor Lawrence doesn't have a good year this year, I mean, obviously they're on the hook for he's a top 5 quarterback paid in the league. This is the year that he really needs to show up and be like, I am a franchise quarterback, or he's gonna be, and I don't know who would take him, but he might be on the trading block. Like, what else could you get this guy, right? And I love the rookie receiver, Brian Thomas Jr. I picked him in my draft. He was awesome. I think he's going to be a top 10 receiver this year. And I think he has a terrific year. And I see 9 wins as well, Rafa. I do.
Yeah, I see them at 9-8. I think they're going to be a little bit better than what they were.
All right. Next, behind them, we have the Indianapolis Colts, also at 7.5. Both are over and under, priced at -110.
I don't see that team. I don't like AR-15. I don't. I didn't like him from the beginning. I just don't like him. He has to stay healthy. If he can stay healthy and run the ball like Lamar does, and stay healthy, then I think they can maybe win 8 or 9. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna say 8 and 9 for the Colts.
And I'm gonna go 7 and 10. I was a huge AR-15 guy. I thought he had all the skills of a Josh Allen. Big, strong, fast, physical, big arm. But right now, it's in between the ears with AR-15. And I don't think it helped very much that you brought in Vanilla Vic and paid him $15 million. You know, that is going to mess with him. And who knows if he ends up, you know, I just think that's going to be a big storyline is AR-15 and I can't think of his real name. I think it's Vanilla Vic.
And
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. I think that's really going to mess with AR-15. Is that Daniel
By the way,
Jones?
I think Daniel Jones can win that job. No, there's really no pressure that he doesn't have that New York pressure on him, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he can go in there and have a good training camp, a decent, couple quarters in preseason, and he can easily take that job from AR-15. You did give him a handsome amount of money.
He might be the highest paid backup in the league. I'm not sure. 15 million. Usually that's what the Raiders do. Is they pay
Raiders always have Raiders had the second string and the third string.
But I have heard, watching NFL channels that it's been positive with AR-15. That maybe they did bring in Daniel Jones to push him like this is not your job. You better get in the building early. You better be the last to leave. You better watch your film, and you definitely better not be tapping out if you're tired in the middle of a fucking touchdown scoring drive, which still blows everyone's mind. Just complete explosion. So, but yeah, you think Daniel Jones will end up taking that job, Rafa?
I think he can beat him out for it. I don't think there's pressure there, and Daniel Jones is probably a little bit of a better thrower of the football. Not that, which doesn't say much. It's not saying
not strength wise,
but accuracy wise,
yeah.
He's definitely better. And they have weapons on that offense. The offensive line is pretty good. They added the fucking stud from Penn State, Tyler Warren. They have Michael Pittman Jr. They have Downs. They have weapons on that offense that they can win 8 games, maybe 9 games, sneak in that division, because we got to still see what Houston's going to be like. I don't think Houston's going to be that 12-win, 11-win team that people think they can be. But we'll see. I think I have them at 8-9, but I can easily see them at 10-8 because they have weapons.
Eddie Money, do you think, and I think this, do you think Jonathan Taylor has a bounce back season? He's had injuries last year. You think about his first 2 years, he was an animal. Mm-hmm. I believe he's coming in healthy now. You've got to feed him the ball. I'm thinking Jonathan Taylor is going to be a first 3-round kind of running back pick in fantasy drafts.
He'll be a top 2 round pick.
You think top 2?
Yeah, there's no one else to challenge him for carries really. He
Herbert's gonna get touches.
Khalil Herbert.
He'll get touches, and then you have the rookie they drafted in the 5th round in Giddens, who's a big back at 6'1", who was not a bad player at Kansas State. So
they're gonna fight for the 3rd down touches. He'll get
no. I mean, listen, it's definitely Taylor's fucking gig. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah,
and I think he can rush for 1,200, 1,300 yards. If he's at full strength with Warren and Pittman and Downs, I think they can be a 10-win team if Taylor stays
100%.
healthy for 15, 16 games.
They could sneak in and maybe win that division if
they can challenge for that
bad year again.
For sure.
I think those 3 teams, Houston, Jacksonville, and the Colts, I think they can challenge. I'd still give the edge to the Texans, but I think some of the other divisions, like maybe the some of the other divisions in the league, like I feel like the Chiefs are further ahead of the Chargers by a game or 2 better. I don't think the Texans are a game or 2 better than the Jags or the Colts.
Oh, that's fair. I get you. I get what you're saying. Just watching Happy Feet last year, how bad he was in the pocket. Happy Feet last
year. And I like him, and we'll get to that team next. I like him. It's just he looked bad in the pocket last year.
Yeah,
facts.
Speaking of them, the Houston Texans, their totals at 9.5, favoring the under at -120, even odds on them going over.
Yeah, so Vegas even kind of believes the same thing we're just talking about, right around that 10-win mark, 9-8, 10-7, right around there. I believe they're right around there. And keep this in mind, and I'm going to throw it out there, and it's fucking early. It's crazy early. But if this team doesn't make the playoffs and they struggle at 7-10 or 8-9, he will be on the hot seat going into year 4 in DeMeco Ryans, because they will have regressed, I believe, from year 1 to year 3 if they don't at least make the playoffs and make a splash in the playoffs.
I 100% agree with you. I actually don't think that's that crazy of a thing to happen.
Yeah. I'm looking at Texans draft picks right now. It's they've had better drafts. There's no one, I believe, that's going to come in. I do like Stover, the tight end from Ohio State. I think he's underrated. I think he's a stud. I think that's an upgrade, or I think give him a number 2 tight ends that are decent. But I like DeMeco Ryans though, man. I do like DeMeco Ryans. If someone, like Rafa said, if someone could settle down the quarterback and
Stroud.
his feet, CJ Stroud in the pocket, if they could settle down his footwork, it was just horrible last year. It was so bad. If someone, and I mean, it's on film. I'm sure he's been working on it. If CJ Stroud could get his head together and his feet right, I like Texans at 10 wins.
And if we're looking at, I think 9-8 for them, and just kind of just breezing through their schedule, they kind of start tough. They start in LA against the Rams on the road. Then they get Tampa at home. They go to Jacksonville. Then they get Tennessee. And then they go to Baltimore, to Seattle, get the Niners at home, and Denver at home. So their beginning their first 6-7 games. They have a lot of games that are tough in there, with the exception of probably Tennessee, right? But you're going to Jacksonville, you go to Baltimore, you go to the Rams, you go to Seattle on a Monday night. So that's 4 of the first 6, and then and you have Tampa at home in week 2. That's your opening game at home, and we know Tampa's not it's no easy pushover at all. So when you look at it, their first 6 games, you could see a 2-4 team or a 3-3 team. So it's not shocking. I'd say 9-8. I see them there, and I don't see them breezing as we've seen the first 2 years under the DeMeco and CJ Stroud.
I just saw
On paper, they should, because if you look at their depth chart, it's pretty freaking stacked.
Yeah.
But Vegas always knows something, and they're favoring the under, man. So watch out.
I know we're talking AFC, but I just saw a guy has Tampa Bay as a sleeper to make the Super Bowl. And then I saw
that guy should go to sleep.
Dude.
Stay asleep, dog.
I'm telling you, man. Baker Mayfield, I just saw they put a Dak Prescott and a couple other guys, and Baker has been unbelievable. And he's only going to get better. And that receiver from Ohio State, Mbuka or
Emeka
Mbuka, yes. He's going to be a stud, and Baker is going to get him, 112 catches. You watch. I'm telling you, I really like Tampa, and I liked them last year, and everyone knows I love Baker Mayfield, but I'm not saying Super Bowl like this dude was saying. I'm saying that watch out, because I do like the coach. He doesn't say 2 words on the sideline, but he's a steady leader. And
the Texans are deep too, though. Like Eddie Money just said, they're deep. Like they signed Nick Chubb at receiver. They're extremely deep.
Receiver, they're deep. They also signed Danielle Hunter too.
Yeah, no. They're deep. I mean, they have Hunter and Will Anderson at the front. Then they have at receiver. They have Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, Tank Dell, John Mechie. Like they're deep at Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb in the backfield. Like they're deep, but we still Happy Feet's out there. Like he needs to overcome that shit last year. He looked awful in the pocket.
Facts.
He did. So we'll see. I think 9-8. Eddie thinks 10-7. We're right in there. I think that division is going to be a lot more competitive than it's been the last couple of years.
I mean, think about how they ended that playoff season. I mean, CJ Stroud threw for over 300 in that playoff game and set the world on fire. If they continue with that momentum, I'm just saying, I do think they win the division with 10 wins.
And then I'll save the AFC North for last. Going to the AFC East, starting at the bottom, I got the New York Jets over under 5.5. Put their over being at plus 650.
What? Wow. That's wrong. That can't be right, Eddie Money.
That's why unless I read it wrong. I did ask.
Please look that up again real quick. Don't do that, because we'll fucking max you on that right now at plus 650.
Say that again.
What's his name? Justin Fields. They did think he was going to be done for the year. Ended up just being a dislocated toe, and he was back out the next day.
Dude, the meltdown of Jets fans. I mean, they were losing their minds. What's Greeny? Greeny's the big dude on ESPN who loves the Jets, right? I saw him live. Dude, he was having a tantrum, and like he was asking his co-host to calm him down. It was hilarious. Jets fans, dude, they're on another level. They boo their first round. Raiders, no matter who the Raiders draft first round, they think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. If you're a Jets fan, you boo whoever you draft the first round. They're so fucking negative. It's hilarious. They have like just an unlucky rabbit's foot stuck up their ass or something.
They can draft Tom Brady knowing that he's going to win 7 Super Bowls
and still get booed.
They still boo him.
It's crazy.
They could draft all of Alabama and boo everyone.
And boo every player.
It's wild. And listen, I get it. After what happened, Aaron Rodgers, the whole hype coming out on a Thursday night, first offensive drive, blows Achilles out. I mean, there's reasons. There's reasons to be pessimistic as a Jets fan. But there's still
looking at the Jets schedule, by the way, dude, they can literally start 0-5.
By the way,
Pittsburgh, Buffalo, at Tampa, at Miami, Dallas, Denver.
I checked FanDuel. They got 5.5. The over is actually at minus 135. Under is at plus 115.
I like the over. I think they can win 6 games. I like Justin Fields. I have a Justin Fields homer.
And
So I, to be honest with you, I would have liked for Justin Fields, and I'm not a Raider fan. I would have liked for the Raiders to had Justin Fields last season. But I like Justin Fields. I think they can win 6 games. But it's not saying much. Looking at the schedule, it looks tough. For them.
Yeah.
Tough schedule, tough roster, tough all around for New York.
Yeah.
Either which way you swing.
That no doubt about it.
Moving on to the Patriots, Eddie's favorite quarterback, Drake May. Over under wins at 8.5. Even money on the over, minus 115 to the under.
I think that's a lot. 8.5.
8.5.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's a lot.
That is a
8.5
lot.
wins. I mean, I'm just glancing at their schedule. They start with the Raiders, which I think the Raiders can go in there and win that game. But they go to Miami, they get Pittsburgh, they get Carolina, then they go to Buffalo. They have, you know what, looking at their schedule, they have some favorable road games. Like they go to New Orleans, they go to Tennessee. And so, but 8.5, I think is too many. I can see them winning 7 games. 8.5 is a fucking stretch for the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm. That's why I think Raiders win week 1. I'm not a fan of the Jets. I mean the Patriots at all. Probably an extremely defensive team per usual, since they have nothing really going on offense again.
Well, hold on.
Don't say that. I don't know about that.
I mean, Drake May is obviously good, but
Well, what about a certain running back, Travion Henderson, the one that doesn't put his hands on females?
And they drafted a Hall of Famer.
And if you don't like Kyle Williams, the receiver, I've only heard fucking amazing things about this kid from Washington State. He's big.
You're
he's
only
fast,
going to hear amazing things.
because there's no one else.
Yes.
That's the thing. For me, I think they drafted a Hall of Famer with their first round pick. But when you look at that's a great starting point, right?
Yes.
Like you drafted a Hall of Fame left tackle. I'm almost sure he's going to be a fucking.
That man he'll kill somebody if they touch Drake May.
100%.
He said he'd die. He said he'd die for Drake May.
He started crying in his interview.
Freaking amazing, man.
I just think 8.5. I think it's a little. I think it's a little bit over. A 7.5. I think for me is a reasonable number, because I can see them going 8-9 or even 7-10. But for me, at 8.5, now I need to see them going 9-8, potentially 10-7. Like for me, I don't see that in that division. When you have to play Buffalo twice, Miami, you have to play them twice. If Tua's healthy, we know what Miami can do, and so I just find that tough to get to 9. I can see 8. I can see 7. I don't see 9. Not this year. At least not this year. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, but I think Trevion's going to be an amazing compliment to Stevenson out of the backfield. You've seen it personally at the national championship game, Eddie Money. Travion Henderson catching out of the backfield and taking it 60, 70 yards. I do think the offense is upgraded, and we'll see how good Kyle Williams is. He was incredible at Washington State, and they threw the ball to him a shit ton of times. So
he'll come in as the number 2, or maybe the number 3. So it won't be a ton of pressure there, right? So I think they're going to be able to run the ball though with 2 guys in the backfield. You've upgraded your offensive line. You're going to play defense because you have Mike Vrabel as your head coach.
Yep.
So I just don't think 9 is a realistic number for them. I think it's more 8, 7 or 8. That's all. I don't think they're going to be as bad as Eddie Money said. He's literally, I don't like New England at all. You're literally putting them down for like 5 fucking wins.
I give a 6, 7.
I like when you look at good franchises, you think coach. I like Vrabel. You think quarterback. I love Drake May. A corner. You have the kid from Oregon. Everyone forgets about him. He's still working his ass off. He's going to be good this year. Yes. Now you have good running backs. You have a potential Hall of Famer left tackle. Those are the beginning of a great franchise right there. And
I like Vrabel too. I just think he ran his course in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I think when you get stale at the same place and it's the same shit over and over again, and you had to move on.
yeah.
So I just 9 for me. I don't see. I can see 7 or 8. So I don't think they're as bad as any money thinks they are.
We'll see.
So,
We'll see if Stephon Diggs is washed or not this year. This is his wash.
I do have him finishing in 3rd, and like Vegas does in the East.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, well, this is the team. We'll see if you have them above or below this team. Oh no, you said you have them above. Miami Dolphins over under 8.5. How does Tua do this year with a full year again?
I need to get a full year from Tua.
Yeah,
I need a full season from Tua.
I think that's being really hopeful, Rafa.
they got him at 8.5 wins. Plus 165 to the over, minus 200 to the under.
And listen, I know Quinn. He was a 7th round pick or whatever. They brought in Zach Wilson to be the backup, whatever. But they're talking about Quinn, that he's looked great so far, right? And I know it's a 7th round pick to make the rosters tough, yada yada yada. But if we look at the rest of the roster, I think if Tua's healthy enough to play 16 games, I think they can win 9 games. So if he can play 16 or 15 games, I think they can win 9.
That's fair.
So, and if you kind of glance at their schedule a little bit, they open on the road against the Colts, and then they get Miami at home. And then so they can potentially start the season 3-1. They go to Buffalo in week 3. But they can potentially start maybe 3-1, maybe even 4-1, because they get Carolina in week 4 or in week 5.
Week 5.
So they can start maybe 4-1, 3-2. And for a team, you have a lot of weapons. Mike McDaniels, he's an offensive mind. He's very good, right? So I can see them. But there's another team, 7-10. Mike, you're out. Like it's just it's ran its course. You got to go.
Really?
Right? And I think so.
Yes.
If you go 7-10 and Tua's healthy for 15 or 16 games.
Oh, okay. That was the factor. Yeah.
Yeah, because if Tua goes down, I think you have to get him a quarterback and give him another chance.
Yeah.
Right. But if Tua's healthy enough for 15 or 16 games for 80% of the season or 85% of the season, and you've only won 7 games, then I think he's got to go. So that it's another coach that's on a shorter leash.
Well, but is he not, like, if he is, like, is he not one of the coaches that would get immediately picked up by somebody?
No.
I feel like
really? I don't think so. I think you bring him in as a coordinator.
Guys, have you guys not heard the players and what they've said in this offseason? That last year it was all bells and whistles, it was all show. We didn't buy in, we didn't work all last. You guys haven't heard all this shit?
No, dude, I heard all of that. I heard all of that.
Dude, he's on his way out. And
he's on his way out if he doesn't have a winning season, for sure. But if he makes the playoffs, and they can compete in that playoff game, I think he stays around for another year. If he loses Tua right away, and let's say Tua's out and he has to play with Zach Wilson, and he can win 7 games with Zach Wilson or 7 games with Quinn, I think you can give him another year. But if Tua's healthy for 80% of the games and they only win 7 games, I think it's an easy, cut it and go.
Rafa, I got a side bet. I got a side bet for you and me. Okay, I know what I want. I want a 7-wood, tailor-made 7-wood jumbo grip. Okay, whatever's equivalent to whatever you want. But this is my side bet. I hope you take it. My bet is that Quinn Ewers will start a game for the Miami Dolphins this year.
Oh, I can't take that bet because I know he will. I know he will. And as good as
he's the third-string quarterback. Come on.
Listen, I follow all the Miami pages, and not the Dolphins, just Miami pages. Miami pages in general. And just Miami pages in general, and it has nothing to do with the Dolphins. And they're posting stuff that the Dolphins writers, Dolphins media and stuff like that, local sports guys that are posting, and they're talking about how good he's looked.
Really?
So I wouldn't doubt it if he makes the roster as the third stringer, and he possibly could beat out Zach Wilson for the second stringer. So, I wouldn't doubt that. I don't put it past them that and put it this way: if they start off and they like looking at their schedule, they can easily start 3-1, 4-1. If they don't
They always do.
Yes, they always do 100%. But when we're looking at it, if Tua stays healthy, they can stay consistent. Because as much as people don't like Tua, and I'm not a fan of Tua, believe me, I'm not. I don't like him. But he manages to win games. He manages to win 8 or 9 games. So if they're healthy enough, I think they can do it.
It's just
I like the roster. I like the roster, and I like the offensive scheme. I like it.
Now they gave away their tight end, right? Or did they get a tight end? No, they got Minka. They got Minka Fitzpatrick and gave away their tight end.
No, you know who their tight end is? Darren Waller, baby. He's back.
Oh my god!
that's right.
Oh my god, dude, McDaniel's gonna get fired in week 8, dude. I'm telling you, their whole team's undersized. And listen, Tyreek Hill being undersized is a different story. Okay, but the receivers are tiny. A-Chain is a third down back. I love him.
He's a receiving back. He does it really well.
Yeah, he does. But they're built for the summer. They are built for Miami. 90 degrees, 95% humidity, and they'll do good. But they're not a smash mouth football team, man. And these teams in the East, Buffalo, the Patriots, even the Jets are built to run the fucking ball and play defense. It's
listen. I think it's going to be tough, but I still think if Tua's healthy, I think they can win 9 to 10 games. That I strongly believe that.
Yeah.
And can Ollie Gordon make the roster as a 6th-round pick? He's their biggest back.
Yeah, I think he will because for the simple fact that he is their biggest back.
We'll see how he does.
Darren Waller in Miami, he's going to be late to practice because he's filming breakup rap songs on the fucking Miami beach. Give me a fucking break. Send him to Green Bay. Send him to somewhere. Send him to Tennessee where he could do a collab with Morgan Wallen or something. But don't send Darren Waller to Miami. He just, he's going to be hanging out with Uncle Luke, man. And Two Live Crew.
He's going to be on a boat.
Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
Yeah, I give Miami a second place nod in the AFC East at 9 wins.
That's wild. You know what? Now I'm bumping them down, dude. I really think Miami. I think
you heard Darren Waller was on the team and they got.
Yeah, I just really blew my mind. Basically, he's spent all his money on. Dude, I promise you that Darren Waller, and I've seen families do this because they think their kid's going to be a star, where producers charge to produce their songs. I guarantee you, Darren Waller has not made a single penny in his rap career, or I promise you, he's lost money because he's funded all of it himself. I don't know that for a fact. That's just an educated guess. It's just an educated guess that he has funded, the videos, the production, the studios, all that shit. And that's just. I think Miami. I think McDaniels is gone. I think he will be fired before the season's over. And damn it, I thought I had myself a 7-win, and I forgot Rafa reads the Miami papers.
He stays in touch. He stays in touch.
Yes, with his peeps.
And then last team of that division, obviously the Buffalo Bills. They're over under sitting at 11.5, with a favorite to the 11.5 at -175 to the over, and unders at +145.
Dude, I think this team can start. If they win the first game, I think they can go undefeated all the way until probably November. And even then, when you look at the roster, they open at home against Baltimore, right, on Sunday night. Then they go to the Jets. They get Miami at home. They get New Orleans at home. They get the Patriots at home. They go to Atlanta on Monday night, and then they get their bye. After their bye, they get Carolina. That's at the end of October. Then they get Kansas City at home, which is a very winnable game for them. That's the one game. Then they go to Miami in November 9th. And then they get Tampa, and then they go to Houston in November Thanksgiving, or the week before Thanksgiving on a Thursday night. Like I can see this Buffalo team winning 13-14. But I'm a homer for Josh Allen.
I mean, who's not? Who hates Josh Allen? He's a great
fucking
dude.
the guy sitting on this panel.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh my God.
Are you fucking kidding?
I don't hate Josh Allen. I thought he was gonna have a really bad year because of the way that team was set up that year. They bounced back. They did very well. All right. I will eat my shit for that.
Thank you. Can you eat it right now? We'll go viral.
I think this is a 13-14 win team.
I see the same thing, Rafa. I'll go as far as say they are my AFC pick to go to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to figure it out. I do like their coach. I know you're not a huge fan, but I think they're going to figure some things out, man. I think Coleman's going to have a big year, at receiver. And Josh Allen, great golfer, big Melbourne guy, which also,
Don't ever let him ever catch you with your drink in your right hand when you guys are playing golf.
Oh, what did he do again?
If he catches you with your drink, I think it's in your right hand, and he says Buffalo, you have to chug it.
Yes. Just a
Shit.
fucking great fucking dude.
By the way, looking at their schedule, when you look at the tougher teams that they play, so they play Baltimore, they get it at home. They play Kansas City, they get it at home. They play Cincinnati, they get it at home. They play Philly, they get it at home. So they're tougher road game, non-divisional, right? Because we can take Miami out because they got to go to Miami, obviously. And that how tough is that game? Really, we don't know. But when we're looking at, they go to Pittsburgh and they go to Houston, and that's in back-to-back weeks. And the game that they go to Pittsburgh will be a game where they're going to get 9 days of rest.
Yeah.
But all the four marquee games that they have, which you could say is Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Philadelphia, all four of those games will be at home in Buffalo. And so that is a big deal, and you're going to see a lot of complainers and Josh Allen haters.
That is a huge deal, actually.
That is a huge deal because you're playing probably four of the better. Well, we can argue that those are the four best quarterbacks in the league, not including Josh Allen. You have Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Burrow, and so those four quarterbacks you get at home.
Yeah.
So that's a huge deal for the Bills. You got to be looking at that and saying, "Wow, we have all the advantage to win the AFC and have home field throughout the playoffs."
NFL's trying to set something up, man.
Oh yeah.
I think they know, dude. He's a Joe Montana type personality. Everyone except Eddie Money
likes Josh Allen.
likes Josh Allen. And he's must-watch TV. He's that good. He is that freaking good. And if they run the ball like they did last year, their issues were on defense. Their first four picks were on defense. They got that stud cornerback from Kentucky, who I think is going to be a superstar. I love me some Bills this year, man. I really think that they're the team to beat in the AFC.
We'll get to that. We'll get to our playoff calls after we do all the rundown.
Okay. All right, now moving into the last division, the best division in football. You got the AFC North. Starting with, we'll eliminate the bottom team right now. The Cleveland Browns over under 4.5. Still a heavy favorite to the over at -175 and +145 to the under. Currently don't know who they're going to have at quarterback. Kenny Pickett's out with a hamstring injury. So it's a quarterback competition for the first reps right now. And according to the beat reporter, Shedeur Sanders has been getting increased reps every practice.
You can't put Shedeur out there. You've seen what Flacco's done under your offense already. I mean, let Flacco take the job. He's a veteran. Guys have belief in him. It's just it'd be a huge mistake to put either rookie out there, Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur at this point. Let the vet step in. Listen, Hall of Fame career. I don't care how you slice it. Joe Flacco is a Hall of Fame quarterback. And why wouldn't you let him show your rookies? And Pickett was never going to be the dude. The fact Pickett, to me, was going to be the one who got cut, if anything. You weren't cutting Dylan Gable, a third-round pick. You weren't cutting Shedeur Sanders. Pickett was the one disposable in this whole equation of quarterbacks. So give it to Joe. He came off a couch 2 years ago and took it to the freaking playoffs. I mean, it's ridiculous that it's even a conversation. That being said, you know, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle and probably be, you know, last in that division because the division is so strong. Rafa?
I think they finished last, but I'm going to tell you, and we said it. I said it when we talked about the draft, when they drafted Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel. I think if Flacco starts 0-4, and now I'm looking at the schedule, and it's very possible that they can start 0-4, and very fucking likely that they start 0-4. I think when they start 0-4 with Joe, I think it'll be easy for them to move to Shedeur because they open Cincinnati at home, and we know how good that defense has been at home the last couple of years. Last year was, you know, but the year before they were the number one defense at home. So they start with Cincinnati, they go to Baltimore, they get Green Bay at home, and then they go to Detroit. So they can easily start the season 0-4. If Joe starts 0-4, if Joe's the starter, and I think it should be Joe, but I would love for it to be Shedeur, and I think Shedeur is going to be phenomenal. To be honest with you, I'm throwing it out there that I think he's going to be good. But I would start with Joe, and I think they're going to move away from Joe right away because you're going to open the season more than likely 0-4. And I wouldn't be shocked if Shedeur starts that game in England or in Germany, wherever the fuck that game is. It's a 6:30 a.m. start. So it's out in Europe against the Vikings. I wouldn't be shocked if Shedeur starts that game or Dylan Gabriel. I mean, one of the rookies. But I'm going to say it's Shedeur, and I think he wins that game, and then you're going to see a little bit of a change of life from that team a little bit. I think they can get to 5 wins. But I still think they finished last in what is arguably the best division in football.
Hold on, Rafa. You just said that they're going to start 0-4. Give it to fucking Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur, and he's going to win.
And then win one out of fucking 12 games and give them life?
He's going to come in there. Listen, he's going to go in there. He's going to go in there. He's going to beat Minnesota. He's going to beat Miami. He's going to beat New England. He's going to beat the Jets. He's going to beat the fucking Titans. He's going to beat the Steelers at the end of the year, the Bengals at the end of the year, because it's going to not mean shit.
Well, then you have them at 8 and
5 wins for the fucking Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns have a soft spot for me, man. And I think their defense is going to be really good, Eddie.
Because your fucking Mancreds is on that team.
I think their defense, Eddie, they drafted Graham. They drafted Mason Graham in the first round. They drafted Carson with the first pick of the second round.
Messenger, baby.
You know that. You know how good he is.
He's going to be a stud.
He's going to be a stud, and he's going to be playing right behind the Mac Daddy, the Daddy Mac, and fucking Mason Graham. I think that defense is going to be in the top half of the league. So, 16 or 15 or whatever. I think they'll be in the top 15 on defense. The offense is what's going to struggle a little bit, but I think they go win 5 games. But I do think they start 0-4. I don't think Joe, you've got Cincinnati week 1. We know how bad Joe Burrow is in September. Does he keep going? He's too good
for
him to be this bad at the start of every.
No, it's Joe Burrow. It's Joe Burrow. I've seen stat. I remember that post comes up every year about Joe Burrow starting the first 2 to 3 weeks, just awful.
He's just awful. Last year they lost, in New England on the road in week 1. This year they start on the road in Cincinnati against what I think to be one of the top 15 defenses in the league.
He had a calf strain. But anyways, if you look, the odds of Cleveland getting the first pick in the draft are, I think, they're top 1 or 2. Everyone's saying Cade Klubnik or Archie to the Browns this year.
There's no way in hell that the Cleveland Browns draft a quarterback.
They're doing it. They're doing it, Rafa.
No way.
Did you see what the owner this week? The owner's in a meeting. They're there's so much just confusion on why they drafted Shador. That the owner's like, and the GM is like, well, we didn't plan on it. The fact it wouldn't have looked so stupid, but you drafted Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd freaking round, dude. 1,000%, they are drafting a quarterback next year. Can we do our? Can I get my 7-wood tailor-made on this?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Okay.
If the Cleveland Browns draft a quarterback in the 1st round next year,
Yes.
in the 1st round, 7-wood versus a round at the Trump.
Shake hands, baby.
Deal.
Yes.
Deal. It is on.
That, dude, Eddie Money. Do you not agree with me? You took a 5'8" quarterback in the 3rd round, and you took Shador, who I think is going to struggle. I don't think he's going to do as well as Rafa thinks. And you have the 1st pick in the draft in a quarterback heavy, and you're not. Who are you going to pick? Who's your quarterback?
Dude, I think Shador.
I don't want to talk you out of it. I don't want to talk you out of it.
No. You will never talk me out of it because I believe that Shador will be the best quarterback of this rookie class.
I mean, okay.
I just don't think personally they draft a quarterback in the 1st round because their locker room right now the QB room is extremely young, and if you can build around that and then get a quarterback, I think so.
The thing is this is what Eddie's thinking, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. If the defense is as good as I think they're going to be, if their offense really struggles with 1 win or 2 wins, and they don't fucking average 300 yards a game or even 250 yards a game, and the quarterback is just ass, then with that defense, which has drafted and we've seen how good they've been, and they drafted what we presume to be pretty fucking good on the defensive side of the ball. If the defense is that good this year and the offense struggles really bad, and you can move away from Shador because he's a 5th round, Dylan Gabriel, fucking it's a 3rd round, we fucked up, let's roll. I can see why they can take a 1st round quarterback. I just don't think that Shador is going to be that bad for you to move off of him, because I think when you look at when it's all said and done, I think he can, if he plays enough games, I think he can throw for 20 touchdowns and maybe like 7 interceptions.
Yes.
Michael Brown said no chance. He thinks Shador won't have a chance there. No one does in Cleveland. And also, he's glad you're back from your homework therapy. What an inspiration to us all.
Zero Cool also.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, I'm gone for a couple of weeks, and then nobody's losing weight like they on Ozempic. It's a compliment, fellas. All love."
Listen, Zero Cool, we're going to tell you right here, buddy, we are on a little bit of Ozempic. I'm not going to lie to you. I got a guy. You can send a message. We'll hook you up. I'm not going to sit here and fucking lie about it. The fuck?
I'm about to go take a Ozempic shot in 3 minutes. I need to take a break.
Oh,
actually.
Eddie's actually sitting on this show while he's on Ozempic IV. The shit just drips in.
It just drips, yeah.
As he does the show.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, I don't hide it from anybody because listen, my social media is pretty active. I've gotten active on my social media. Do I ever post me at a gym or eating healthy Okay. Do you ever see me at Gold's Gym or eating broccoli? No. Never. So
it's just him drinking double transfusions.
Double transfusions, playing golf, drinking Chardonnay, and working. So, guys, yeah, the haters gonna hate all you want. I was literally rolling out of bed into my work truck, out of my work truck, back into bed, and yeah, props to Ozempic. Everyone's, aren't you worried about the side effects? I'm like, well, if the side effects is
either that or a heart attack. I mean,
yeah,
hey,
seriously,
the risk, no risk, no reward. But listen, I don't get if you want to die, no pain, no gain.
Yeah,
no risk, no reward.
Yeah, no risk, no reward. But what are you gonna do?
I tell everyone.
Fucking Hulk Hogan, he did steroids his whole fucking life. He's all fucking yoked up. He fucking croaked before fucking
Ozzy Osbourne.
Before Ozzy.
It's 100%. Everyone's like, aren't you worried about the side effects? I'm like, well, there's one side effect I love. I can see my fetal line now. And when I look down, that's probably the best side effect that's
yeah.
So
yeah, and there's much improvement in your sex life and everything. It's a whole different world, but send a message. I got it. We'll do a whole fucking episode on it, and we'll get you guys We'll get you guys blocked.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's give the what's the award? The not the Pulitzer, but the for science. We need to give that dude, whoever invented Ozempic needs that freaking award. They give it every 4 years. I forget what it's called.
Zero cool straight up.
Zero cool.
Bro, I'm jealous. I said my 127th workout of the year. I'm down 9% body fat, but those are 3-hour sessions.
I don't
Dude,
even know what 9% body fat is, but I was at 155% body fat. So I had extra body fat. I had a whole.
Rafa was putting on a body fat backpack just because.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
No. But shout out,
I lost my wife's nail tech during this time.
Yeah. Zero cool, dude. Yeah, seriously. Shout out to you for doing it the hard way. And
props to you, brother.
Yeah. I'm not talking shit about people that do it the right way. Eat healthy and do this. By the way, you eat healthy because you barely
can't eat.
You can't eat. So you're by just default you eat healthy. But
Eddie, you need a minute to roll on to the next team.
I do. You guys could hit the next team. I got 2 seconds.
All right, we'll hit the next team. Who's the next team you got, Eddie Money?
All right, we have the rest of the AFC North, so we'll start from the lowest win totals up. We got your favorite team you got Mike Tomlin lover right here. Pittsburgh Steelers over under 8.5. Slight lean to their over at -120. Even money on the under.
Dude, I said it last year. I said it the year before. They keep putting Mike Tomlin at 8.5. That guy wakes up winning 9 games to start the season. Like he just starts with 9, and they pick and choose from there which one they're going to lose and not lose.
Which one we're losing this week?
Yeah, Mike Tomlin is locked in at 9 wins forever. Like Eddie mentioned earlier, Pete Carroll, all I win is 10 games. You're not the white Mike Tomlin. You're not fucking Mike Tomlin. Pete Carroll, shout out to Pete Carroll. He's a phenomenal head coach. Super Bowl champ. Great. He built a great thing in Seattle. Phenomenal head coach. But Mike Tomlin is the king of consistency. He's the king of above 500. And for me, anytime the Pittsburgh Steelers are at 8.5, I'm always taking the over because Mike Tomlin wins 9 games every season. I know he had a couple years at 8-8, but he's at a plus 500. And now we have 17 games. So he never goes under 500. So the next one up is 9 wins. I'm going to give the Steelers 9 wins, maybe even 10. I'm a homer for Aaron Rodgers. I always have been. I think his talent is amazing. I know he's fading. People don't like him. He's a dick. They're making a big deal. He was at a golf tournament last week, the week before. Some kid threw a football on the course, and Rodgers basically picked it up and walked away with it or didn't give it back to the kid or whatever. Like, he wasn't even paying attention. You grabbed the ball and you threw a football on the green. You didn't get his attention. You just fucking threw it out there. Rodgers, people make it seem like a dick move.
But I also would not be surprised if he did that shit on purpose.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Michael Brown, Steelers under 8.5. Michael Brown is a Steelers hater. Lock it in. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the Denver Broncos win total. I'm going to do it right here. Take the Pittsburgh Steelers over 8.5 wins. I will match your bet up to $100. If you lose this, send us your bet ticket before the season starts. I don't want some bullshit fake ticket.
Yeah, we need a date in that picture.
Take the Pittsburgh Steelers at over 8.5 wins. I will match up to $100 if you lose. So if you lose, if the Steelers only win 7 games, 8 games, 5 games, whatever it is, I will send you a Visa card up to $100. But if they win, I want a recognition post tagging myself and the 2 nobodies saying how great our projection of the Pittsburgh Steelers win total was.
Bang.
There it is right there. That's my second one. I gave you Denver Broncos. I'm giving you the Pittsburgh Steelers over 8.5. You can book it. Eddie Money's going to clip it. He's going to run it every week. Twice a week, we're going to run it. You can share it. If you do it, send us the bet ticket up to $100. So 25, 50, 10, whatever you bet. I will take the Pittsburgh Steelers over 8.5. Do that. If you do that and you lose, I will reimburse you your bet up to $100 with a Visa card.
I want to take. I want some of that action. I want some of that action. But I am a known.
Michael Brown is doing it.
Oh yeah, Michael Brown's doing it. I do. I'll tell you who I do love. Right, I do love the running back, and I'm going to give you guys sort of a dark horse offensive. I think in order for Pittsburgh to win 9 games,
Jaylen Warren.
No. I love the running back from Iowa. I love Caleb Johnson. He wore the black and yellow in Iowa. If the Raiders didn't get Genty, I hope they had gotten Travion Henderson. But this was the next running back. Just look at the track record of football players coming out of the University of Iowa into the NFL. Iowa is Iowa. They're going to win 10 games every year. They're going to score 16 points a game. But tight ends, left tackles, defensive ends, cornerbacks, and this running back out of Iowa, I think is going to be spectacular. And they're going to have to be because I do think that they're going to have to rely on defense. Although you got rid of Minka, who I think
they got Jalen Ramsey, Eddie.
Ugh, dude,
they got Jalen Ramsey. I mean,
Ramsey's not washed. He's not washed.
He's not washed.
He's not washed. They also signed Darius Slay a little bit older.
Yeah.
A lot older actually. But
Yeah,
they have Joey Porter Jr. I think the defense is going to be really. I think they can win 9 games. I think they can win even 10 games.
Jalen Ramsey is not a Pennsylvania guy. He's a South Florida guy. He's an LA guy, maybe a West Hollywood guy. But,
how you doing? Hey, listen, there's only one dude in the NFL confirmed. Fucking West Hollywood. 2 now with Wilkins is Caleb Williams.
But I don't think Jalen works out in Pittsburgh. I really don't. And I think he's a good football player. He's just, he's a South Florida, LA guy. And he would have been good in Vegas too. And he wanted to play in Vegas. He would have been good in Vegas too. I just think Pittsburgh, they're cut from a different cloth over there, blue collar guys. And Jalen Ramsey's not that blue collar guy. Ironhead.
Michael Brown said he saw him at 33 taps.
Oh, damn it.
Michael Brown and Eddie at 33 taps. Getting dessert in the bathroom. That was wild. That was a wild afternoon.
That was a wild afternoon. But I want some of that action, Rafa. I want some of that action.
All right. Well,
eventually I'm going to be right. I thought Russell Wilson, and it was a freak of nature that I didn't win that bet last year.
It was not a freak of nature.
It is 100%. They went on a 5-game run.
But Eddie, they started off with Fields at 3-2. It wasn't like it was a free. It wasn't like
I think it was 4-1. I actually think it was 4-1.
Well, there you go. Then I think the team is good enough defensively. I think the team is good enough. I think the head coach is to me one of the 3 best head coaches in the NFL. There's no doubt about it.
You think JJ Watt? He got paid. I think TJ Watt.
JJ's retired.
Yeah, although I think he could come back and play. He should come back and play for Pittsburgh, if anything. I think TJ's, injury prone. He got paid. I don't see him being as effective as he has been in the past. I just think.
I think you're going to eat your words come week 5 when he's got 9 sacks. I think you're going to eat those words, Eddie.
Possibly. But
you got shutdown corner potential everywhere out there.
I'm talking specifically a guy who finally got this. This is his payday, right? If he probably never get a bigger contract than the one he did. This is the contract that he needed to hold out for. This is the one that's going to change, generations of his family. And I just don't. Guys don't usually have stellar seasons when they get paid like that.
You're talking about the guy that's currently 4th best odds of defensive player of the year?
Yes. 1,000% talking about that guy.
Ooh, I don't know about that one, Eddie.
All
To say
right.
he's gonna to poop the bed after. I mean,
Oh,
I
that's
understand
great.
I understand the logic because that
Yeah.
does happen a lot. But I think TJ's just a different breed.
I think
I
it's
don't believe
injuries.
it.
I think it's going to be injuries, and it's
I,
football, obviously.
I don't believe it.
All right.
Who
Well,
else we got?
after Steelers, we have the Cincinnati Bengals over under 9.5 wins. Favorite to the over -140, plus 115 to the under.
You know how I feel about this team.
Joe Burrow. Usually they start off slow, but then once they kick it up and they get in gear, they stay hot pretty well. But you have to see if this year if that defense can do literally anything besides give up points.
You saw who showed up to camp today, right? Didn't participate, but showed up. Is on the field. Is Trey Hendrickson showed up today?
Yeah, and they signed Shamar Stewart last week.
Yeah, they finally signed him.
Yeah. I think this is a dangerous, dangerous team. If they get their shit together, I love Joe Burrow. I think this is another team that could make a Super Bowl playoff push. Chad Brown, right? Chad Brown, running back. I think he's a sleeper in fantasy. He's gonna go off this year. You have arguably the best receiver duo in the league.
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he's a top 3 round running back pick. I think they're balanced, man. I really do. If the defense can get their shit together, and Joe is starting off this year healthy, like I said earlier, he sucked last year. He shouldn't have been playing the first 4 weeks. He had that calf strain in training camp, and Joe Burrow was clearly not right at the beginning of last year. And I know you guys said he's had rough, September.
Every year, but this year they're set up. If you look at their schedule, they can easily start the season 4-0, and nobody would bat an eye because they go to Cleveland, they get Jacksonville at home, they go to Minnesota, and they go to Denver, and then they get Detroit at home, which is a favorable game at home, and they go to Green Bay. So they can easily be 5-0, playing Green Bay on the road. So
Michael Brown said he'll take the under on the Bengals. Unfortunately, love Burrow.
I like the over.
Michael Brown.
I love the over. I love the over.
10 wins for the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
I think they win 9 or 10. I'm right in there with them. I like Joe Burrow. I like the Bengals. I think they have the best receiving core in the league, or one of the 2 best. But I think 10 wins is their peak.
What's their floor?
9. Like they're 9 or 10, maybe even 11. Like literally. I don't think they're worse. They're not a below 500 team.
It's a fucking small room.
They have a 1-story house.
I'm not going to sit here and say that one of the 3 or 4 best quarterbacks in the league is fucking capable of losing. Like, is he not capable of winning fucking 9 games? I don't see him losing 9 games. I can't see it. I can't see it. I think they're too good on offense. Doesn't matter how bad your defense is. If you can still score 30 every week, you're still and looking at their schedule, for them to start 4-0, 3-1, 4-1, even 5-1 after 6 games, they could be like Eddie says, he can see them as one of the AFC contenders. So 9, 10, I don't think anything below 9. Below 9 I would be shocked.
Yeah. The problem is that they have the Ravens in their division. But
they're only playing them twice.
Yeah.
You play the Ravens twice, you play the Steelers twice.
It's 4 games that are not easy right there.
Yeah, and your rival is actually the Browns, which they split all the time when they even shouldn't, because that's their in-state rival.
Yeah, and they play week 1 on the road in Cleveland, a week that we know Burrow has struggled. Cleveland's defense at home. I mean, listen, it would, when we talked about the Browns, it's not a shock if they were to beat the Bengals in week 1, but with the way the Browns offense is, I don't think they lose to the Bengals, and I don't think they can beat the Bengals. And I think the Bengals start off hot, 4-1, 5-1, somewhere in there. but I think they can win 10, maybe even 11, but 9. I wouldn't see them winning less than 9. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be shocked. No quarterback this good should ever win less than fucking 9 games.
I think Jamar
Facts.
Chase is your fantasy point king this year. I think he runs away with it this year. I really do. I think he's going to be unbelievable.
No, Michael Brown.
Michael
I think the
Brown
Browns,
likes
I think
all
the
4
Browns
teams in
only
the
win
division
5
to win
games.
92 games.
I think the Browns only win 5 games.
Unless Shador starts the whole season.
Unless Shador starts the whole season. Then they'll win
Not-
6.
Not going to happen, man. Not going to happen.
The last team of the AFC, we got the Baltimore Ravens. Their win total sitting at 11.5. Slight favored to the over at -120. Even money on the under.
I'm going to do it again, Eddie Money. We're going to do it again right here. Take the
Oh
over
my
on the
God.
Baltimore Ravens over. I'm gonna do it again. I'll match up to $100 with a Visa gift card. If you lose this bet, the Baltimore Ravens will win over 11.5 games. You know the rules. If they lose less than 11.5, I will match your bet up to $100. I'll send you a gift card. If they win, I want a whole celebratory fucking post tagging myself and the 2 nobodies in appreciation for you winning this bet. The Baltimore Ravens will win more than 11.5 games this year.
Yeah.
And where's that confidence coming from, Rafa?
They're
Just 3 in one day.
There's
3
never
in one
been
day. We're
lack.
at the AFC, baby. I don't think we're going to have this in the NFC. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all unders.
Yeah,
Let me
it probably will. But when we're looking at, if we look at the Ravens just real quick, they go to Buffalo. I know it's a tough game, week 1, Sunday Night Football. They have Cleveland at home after that. We know how bad Cleveland's defense is on the road. They get Detroit at home. They go to Kansas City. They get Houston at home and the Rams at home.
Those are
Then they get
that's-
Chicago at home. They go to Minnesota. They get the Jets at home. The Ravens, I think, are going to win 12, 13 games.
Wow. That's a not an easy first 6 games, and they have an early bye.
They're that good, though. They
Yes,
are
they are.
that good. Head
They are
coach,
that great.
And they draft
playmaker,
that good.
quarterback.
Look, their first 2 picks, Rafa. Okay, first of all, they might have the best safety duo in the NFL this coming year. They did drafted Malachi Starks out of Georgia. Just that kid is
Beast.
he's a beast. And then you had the defensive end from Marshall Green, who fell because of some stuff. If he turns out, and listen, it's the Ravens. They always draft well. If he turns out to be a stud on the edge, I mean, what are we looking at on defense here? And they have receivers. They're going to be.
And we know how good the running back and the quarterback are.
Yes. Yeah. But
Guys,
we all.
for the Ravens. Don't be shocked if you have a 15-2 team.
The reason, and you know this better than anyone, Rafa, and you are the champion of this take, and I push back on you. The reason I prefer the Bills to go to the Super Bowl over the Ravens is because Lamar can't get over that hump, in that playoff game, whether it be the Chiefs or the Bills. He just has a tough time in that game.
I feel the same way. I've felt that since the get-go with Lamar.
But regular season, he should win the
Oh.
MVP. Should win the MVP.
Every year.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Brown said, "We're getting terror stimulus checks. Rafa is celebrating large."
Seriously, and all you ask is for is posts in return. I love it.
That's it.
Man
That's
of the people. Man of the people.
So we did all the divisions. Let's do the playoff teams, Eddie.
Okay.
Let's
the
do it right
playoff
this
teams.
time. I remember the first time we did.
Oh yeah,
this.
I got hammered.
Eddie went off and fucking had like 7 teams from one division.
One division, yeah.
Eddie, you put all 4 teams in the NFC East in the playoff.
Up the top of my dome, 2 bottles of wine in, and I got just completely destroyed.
So we get 7 from 7. You get 7 teams, 1 winner of each division, and then 3 after. So you guys go ahead and choose.
If
who
you want,
does
I'll go first. I'll go first. I'm going to start with the team that gets to buy the number 1 seed in the AFC. I think is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to put the Ravens at number 1. I'm going to put Buffalo at number 2. I'm going to put the Chiefs at number 3. And I am going to put in a shocker pick the Jacksonville Jaguars as the number 4 seed in the AFC.
Wow.
Number 5, I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 5. I'm gonna go at number 6 with the San Diego Superchargers, and at number 7, I am gonna go with the Miami Dolphins at number 7.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, tough.
Balls is on the table.
Yes.
All out.
Eddie,
Okay.
let's hear it.
So I get 7, right?
Yeah.
You get 7.
One division winner from each. And 3.
Your number 4 team has to be a division winner, and it should be the one from the AFC South.
Yes, it is. Luckily, I got that right. Okay, here we go. Here we go, everyone. This is it. I have the Bills as your number 1 seed. Ravens at 2. Chiefs at 3. Houston is my 4 seed. I have Bengals 5. Chargers. And then I'm going to put my Raiders, man. My Raiders as the last wild card team in. That's what I'm going with. So,
All right.
yes. Talk shit now.
Balls is also on the table.
Yes. I don't know why I did that.
By the way,
I don't know why
Mike,
I
you'll
did
see
that.
the post. You'll see the Denver Post. The Denver Post will come out, Mike, and you can join in. Their win total set at 9.5, and that is a max unit bet of the under on that team. Michael,
I don't like their receivers. I don't like their receivers, Michael Brown.
Rafa was reading out his playoff teams, and then Michael Brown was typing that. I'll try not to laugh out loud. Michael Brown missed like the best part of the podcast.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Mike, we'll send you that clip, and you can share it and repost it and do it all, buddy.
And tell everybody to bet the Broncos over.
Yeah, I don't. If you listen to my picks, I didn't give you Cincinnati. I don't have Cincinnati in the playoffs.
I noticed
That's-
that. I did notice
That's
that.
wild. That's just crazy to me.
I think they will be the first team out.
I
They will be
have
the first-
I have them over the Steelers. I really do.
I have the Steelers in. I have Miami in because I think Tua is going to stay healthy. And looking
That's
at
a crazy.
schedule,
That's crazy.
looking at the beginning of their schedule, I think they can easily, be at 4-1, 5-1 in there. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave Cincinnati out. I don't know if the thing is Joe Burrow starting off so slow in September, and I know his schedule is very favorable, but it was last year as well. And for him to miss, he cannot afford to do that. And I think if they don't start hot, I don't think they can recuperate to get to 10 wins. And I think Miami will have 10. Tua staying healthy. And I don't like Tua, but I think the roster is good enough to win 10.
Yeah. The fact that you think Tua is going to stay healthy, I think that's the craziest thing of all.
Yeah, no, I got to
said
throw
that.
somebody in there, Eddie. We can't
Not everybody can make it.
not everybody can make it. Trust me.
The Bengals.
If they could, we'd have Denver in there as a fucking 8-win team.
Michael Brown said Denver isn't the bottom feeder this year.
Oh, Mike, don't get all excited. Last year you were down and they surprised you. This year you're going to start high and you're going to be disappointed. And
Listen.
I hope she has more kids than the Dolphins. You're probably right. He might have more kids throughout the season than the Dolphins win games.
Facts. It's not that I think they improved their defense. I agree with Rafa on the sophomore slump. He was shocking. I was shocked to see how good he was this year. He's mobile, does all the right things. I don't like his offensive weapons. I'm not a huge fan of the offensive line. Love the cornerback that you guys got from was it not Alabama? I forget where, but no, Texas, the kid, Golden. Anyways, the Texas quarterback, stud. Defensively, going to be great. But think, Rafa, to me, AFC West, when I look at head coaches, I think they're the cream of the crop. I think they have the 4 best head coaches in the entire NFL, which it makes it very difficult to win in the AFC West.
And
With
when
the-
you look at them, sorry to cut you off, but when
No,
you
no,
look
no.
at the Broncos, they if we rank the 4 head coaches in that division, realistically, let's rank them. We know Andy Reid's number 1,
Yeah,
right? We know Pete Carroll's number 2, right?
yeah.
Harbaugh and Peyton is almost a wash. So if I'm
Dude.
looking at those two, right, and I feel like they're Sean Payton won a Super Bowl, boo-hoo, so did fucking Mike McCarthy. And when you
Yeah.
look at their playoff records, same, but different. Only
But
because Mike
different.
McCarthy hasn't hit Manjaro yet. But other than that, it's the same fucking thing. So when we look at that, if I have 2 coaches that are basically this almost the same thing in Harbaugh and Sean Payton, which team has a better quarterback? And when we look at those 4 teams in the AFC West, the worst quarterback of the 4, and they're all very good, is Bo Nix. He's the worst of the 4. Gino, we know what Gino has done, right?
Yeah.
70% plus completion percentage. He can throw for, 4,500 yards. He can throw 35 touchdowns. He can do all of that. We know he can. We know what Herbert can do, right?
Yeah.
And the other, like I said earlier, and I'm going to say it again, I'm not going to mention the other quarterback because it's a joke to put him in the same conversation with the other 3 fucking morons. So that's just what it is. So when we look at Denver, I think they finish either 3rd or 4th, and I really believe that they're going to finish 4th.
I agree.
So
I agree.
and it's for me, it's
I'm
more
saying,
of the
you know what,
sophomore
Michael Brown, I'm shocked. Yeah.
What were you saying, Eddie?
And no, Sean Payton, I think was shocked. I think Bo Nix, he got lucky, honestly. But listen, the dude's 32 years old at this point. He better have a good first 2-3 years. Like, he's older than a lot of quarterbacks. He might be older than Tua, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
But
All right, so you guys gave your playoff teams. No, it's super
Yeah.
early. Do you guys have your favorite team coming out of the AFC to the Super Bowl?
I mean,
I'm not going to go with the Chiefs, because it's too easy, and you know how I feel about Mahomes. I'm gonna give it to the Be More Bullies. I think this year, we know how good Lamar is in the regular season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've watched him in the playoff games, and we always watch. The year they lose to KC, why did he throw so much? They could have ran the ball, and they put it all on his arm, right? They put it all on his arm, and that's not a winning. And I went through it last year a ton of times. If he threw the ball more than 25, 26 times, those were the games that they were tied in. The games were super tight. They lost. Those were the games where they were losing. Where they ended up losing.
I think it was 22, Rafa. I think the actual number was 22.
Yeah, somewhere in there where it was, we saw a lot of the games where he had 19 fucking, up going into the 4th quarter, he'd have 18 or 19 pass attempts, and they were up 21, 20, 24, whatever, right? I think this year, and you alluded to it earlier with their draft on the defensive side of the ball. I think the defensive side of the ball is going to help them a lot more in them not needing Lamar's arm or believing that they need Lamar's arm as much in the playoffs. And so for me, I think the Ravens roll through the season. I think they win 14, 15 games, and I think they roll right into that Super Bowl. And you know what? We haven't done the NFC yet, but I'm telling you right now, I think the Ravens win the whole fucking thing this year. I think it's Lamar's time. He's, to me, when I look at Lamar, I don't think Lamar's the best quarterback. I think Lamar's the best player because and I know he plays quarterback and people are like, he's a quarterback. I know that. But if I want somebody to throw the ball, I don't want Lamar to throw it. I want Joe Burrow to throw it. I prefer Josh Allen to throw it. I fucking prefer Geno Smith to throw the ball. But when I want the ball in their hands, I want Lamar Jackson with the ball in his hands to make a play. And he's the most dynamic player we've seen since Michael Vick, and he actually wins 13, 14, 15 games a year. So for me, I think it's the Ravens. I think they win the whole thing. I don't care who's in the NFC. I think the Ravens are winning the whole thing. And we'll cover the NFC next week, but I'm telling you right now, I think for me it's the Ravens.
Get them at plus 650 while you can.
Get it hot.
I like that. I'll say this about the Ravens and this regarding fantasy football. I would go out and Mark Andrews had a sort of a comeback year. Like Mark Andrews is always a top 3 pick for a while in fantasy. He dropped that ball. I mean, fucking Lamar threw it right to him. He
Couldn't ask
fucking
for
dropped
better.
that ball. I think Mark Andrews goes off and is going to be at a different, I think Baker Mayfield, they both played at Oklahoma together. And Baker said he's a chap ass. Like, we're like best friends. And when we play each other, like, he doesn't, I can't imagine how chappy, if Mark Andrews was a chap ass before, he is going to be super focused and going to come out and really have a good season this year. And I think Mark Andrews might be a top 5 tight end this year. And along with those weapons, you have Zay Flowers. I think it's going to improve. I'm not a fan of, I forget his name, number 7.
Bateman.
Yeah, and never been a
Bateman hater.
I've never been a fan. I'm sorry. And to me, he still hasn't proven that he is a top upper echelon. He is a middle of the pack fucking receiver as a first round pick. And I believe he was a first round pick. And that, to me, that's their only really freaking weakness. But I do think Mark Andrews is going to have a good year. That being said, you guys know my pick. It's the Bills. I think they conform to what they're going to be better at. 2 tight ends. Coleman will have a good year at receiver, and Josh Allen is Josh Allen. And I think the defense will be better this year. And that cornerback is going to make a big difference for them. I see them finally getting over the hump. I know I gave the Chiefs winning if I'm being real with myself, and like, this every year, and I said one year I'll be right. After seeing Happy Gilmore 2, and Kelsey was hilarious in it, man. Kelsey was so great in that movie. He's done with football, Rafa. I'm sorry. The podcast, I think they're making $300 million, a 10-year contract. He has the richest woman on the planet as a girlfriend. I mean, I'm sorry. Travis Kelsey, just retire, bud. I think it's going to be a down year for Kansas City. But because of Andy Reid and because of Patrick Mahomes, and I like the haircut, Patrick. He's gone a little bit tighter, with the haircuts, shows more business savvy. But I think the Chiefs are going to struggle, man. I do still think they win the AFC West with 10 or 11 wins because it's going to be really tight-packed group. But Bills are my pick.
There you got it.
Eddie Money? Come on, man.
I'm gonna
say you want the Bengals, don't you? You want to say the Bengals, don't you?
No, I was thinking Bills, but the Ravens is just too loaded roster-wise. Like, I don't trust the Bills roster. I think I'm gonna go with the Ravens. The Ravens out of the AFC.
Rafa, when does King Henry slow down?
I mean, fucking never. I mean, I don't know, man. You always feel like he's gonna slow down, and he's this year he should slow down. But I mean, we thought that last year. So he's got to have the ball 15 times. He's got to get 15 touches a game from the backfield. He's got to get 15 touches a game at least.
More.
At least. Well, he's getting older, right? And every year, as it works, you get older. So, yeah. But I think 15 touches, maybe 20. But if he averages anywhere between 15 to 20, I think it'll be just fine for them. So that's why the Ravens, I think just the roster is so good, Eddie, that it
is.
It's funny. Yeah, Rafa was talking about him. I went and checked it. Like, holy fuck.
It's great. Yeah, it's our only issue is Lamar in the championship game. Did you hear, Rob? You probably didn't hear this. This was something weird. I heard a sound bite from the GOAT, Nick Saban, and he was talking about Derrick Henry. And it's Derrick Henry's true freshman year, and they're in offense, and he's pass blocking or something. And he said the running backs coach takes him aside, rips him a new asshole. He like screws up 2 or 3 times. And for Nick Saban, he's telling the story, and he's like, I felt so bad for this kid. I had to go over and like rub his shoulders. And for Nick Saban to do this is crazy. Imagine. Right? Okay. And you know what, Derek? I don't know if you heard the story. It's fucking great story.
No, I haven't heard it.
And Derrick Henry goes, Coach, I don't know how to tell you this. He goes, but I don't know what you guys are talking about. He goes, in high school, they said I don't know anything about football other than they told me in high school, pitch right, pitch left. Literally, he told them, pitch right, pitch left. And that's all I know. He goes, and Nick Saban had to realize like this kid was telling the truth. Just because he was such a great football player, he knew zilch about football. I thought it was like one of the best Nick Saban stories I've ever heard. And, and Nick Saban's like, he had to fucking tell, the running backs coach to lay off this kid. He's, going to be one of the best running backs. But, I mean, think about it. What else are you going to tell the kid in high school who's 6'4", 255?
And nobody can stop.
Pitch right. What are you going to teach him?
Yeah, he ain't pass blocking. Just give him the ball.
Yeah.
He's not pass blocking. He's not pass blocking in high school. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. Nick Saban, man. I also heard this. We're done with NFL. Can we end on this? We're 2 hours in.
Yeah.
You have 5 minutes, Rafa. You have to leave.
Yeah. No, I got 5 minutes.
Okay. I heard something where Urban Meyer said that Nick Saban is going to get an itch, and he is definitely not going back to college football, right? And I'm going to refer to something we were talking about earlier, because it's not the same, and that he predicts, Urban Meyer predicts Nick Saban to make a return to the Miami Dolphins and finish what he started, because now it's going to be more, it's going to be like it's just going to be more conducive to his style, not kissing kids' ass, not winning a championship and having to run and make recruiting calls, or kids asking for $1 million that haven't done shit, and to me, it made a lot of sense. And I hope it happens. He's great as stories, but I'm rooting for that to happen. I'm rooting for Nick Saban, because to me, that is, you think he's the GOAT, right? I think Bill Belichick's the GOAT. If Nick Saban were to come back and redeem himself for the Miami Dolphins debacle and win there, doesn't even have to win a championship, but take them to, AFC championship game, it'll be hard not to say that Nick Saban might be the best football coach of all time. Your thoughts on that?
I don't think he should go back to coaching. Not in the
Really?
NFL. I don't think so. I think he's too old already. And to me, I think he's too old. And for him to go back to the NFL, it'd have to be like the perfect situation. And for me, Miami's not the perfect situation.
Well, he coached Tua. Remember, there's the Tua connection.
Yeah, no. There's
Before,
the Tua
like,
connection.
10 million
There's the
TPE
Waddle
would
connection. There's plenty of connection. But if you're going to go back to the NFL, you're going to go back to a team where, let's say, Mike Tomlin doesn't win fucking 9 games this year, and the Steelers decide to fire him, and they have, and they can draft a quarterback like Arch Manning, let's say, something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
But for him to go back to Miami, where they don't have anything, I don't even see him going back. Michael Brown said he's great on TV. Listen, we're great on this show. If they call me to coach a fucking 9-year-old baseball team, I'd go back and fucking do it. So,
That's the thing. Coaches,
you know what I'm saying?
Coaches are coaches, and they always have that. You have that competitive thing. That's why I think he does go back. And I don't see him in Middle America. I see him even at Alabama. He wore that straw hat. Like it fits in I could see the tan. I could see him with the 60-foot fucking speedboat fishing.
I'd love to
Jimmy
see
Johnson.
him on a sideline. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him on a sideline. I'd love to see him on a sideline in college.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. But I'd love to see him in college and revive another program. Go back and revive the Miami Hurricanes. go back and revive the USC Trojans like you did at Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama was historically great. They fell off. He came in there and he revived them and made them the greatest, right? And if Miami was great, they have fallen off, and they came back a little bit this year, but in reality, they're not. USC has been great. USC should fire their head coach if he doesn't win 10 games this year, and he might not.
Facts.
They should fire him, back Nick Saban with a bunch of money, and let Nick Saban come into Southern California and fucking go out there and win a national title. That's what I would rather see than see Nick Saban go and try and coach the Miami Dolphins or the Cleveland Browns or whatever. That's just my or even the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey Nick, Newport Beach, man, we'll give you a 300-footer. You wear that hat. You wear that hat, Nick. Nick, come to USC, man. I personally been begging for that for years, Rafa. I've said it on the show 1,000 times. I'd
love to see if he came back. I'd love to see him go to one of those two schools to revive those programs to what they once were, historic programs with historic players, right? And USC has their share, Miami has their share of historic players, but those programs aren't what they were, and in the mid 2000s with USC and Pete Carroll. And Miami in the late 80s, in the mid 80s, late 80s, and in the early 90s, in the 90s in general.
Erickson.
So Nick Saban can come in. What more for your legacy to come in to those schools and revive those schools and bring them back to what they should be?
But Rafa, he's done it. He's done that already.
I understand. You're trying to you're trying to kind of put in the Bill Belichick effect.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
And exactly. For me, like if Bill would have gone to Miami or to Southern California, to USC, those are schools that have been historically great, right? Yeah. And Bill doing it there, like Bill's not going to go to North Carolina and win a national title. Like it's just not going to happen. That school, that program, they're not built to ever win a national title in college football. We know that's not going to happen. Bottom line, it's just we know it's not going to happen.
Very
it's
unlikely.
Like Coach K can go and fucking coach, the University
St.
of
John's
no, because St. John can do it.
Yeah, Montana,
and they've done it. North Carolina's never done it. But if Coach K went and coached fucking the University of California, if he went to Cal, he wasn't going to win a national title there either, right? So I don't think Bill Belichick is going to North Carolina to win a national title, period. And so that comparison that you're trying to draw, well, Bill won it in the NFL, he can win it. He's not going to win it in college. And Saban going to the NFL, he's not going to win it in the NFL. He's just not with any of the, unless the Texans decide to fire their head coach, and we know they have a quarterback, and they decided to fire the head coach after this year and they already have a quarterback. They're already established. I don't think Nick Saban can do it, but I would love to see him. Like if Bill would have gone to South to USC, I would have been all for that because he can go in there and in 2 years win that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Or even Miami, because you have players that you in those cities that you can recruit and build a team from within right there, which Lincoln Riley seems to not fucking do.
You guys, are you guys going to go with me to a UNC football game this year? By the way, every ticket sold out, so we'll have to figure out how to get tickets. But I feel like this is Sonny's last year, guys. This is my last year to show you guys Chapel Hill. We need to do a UNC football game, and see Bill on the sidelines. I think it's going to be.
Listen, the only way you're getting me to go see fucking Bill Belichick coach fucking football, if you're fucking setting me up with a Pinehurst number if you're setting me up with time at Pinehurst and then Quail Hollow the next day and then Bill Belichick after that, that's the only way you're getting me down there. And you just set that whole thing up.
I think Pinehurst is like 2.5 hours away.
Well, hey,
yeah, whatever, right? That's worth it.
I don't mind driving.
Yeah, I got you. Well, that was a lot of fun, guys. I'm so glad. We're gonna ramp this thing back up. NFL's back. This is our season. College football's back. I can't believe I'm embarrassed that I didn't know the Hall of Fame game and the Hall of Fame speeches were this
Tomorrow.
week.
You
That's
should
Yeah.
be embarrassed. You should be
I am.
embarrassed. This is
I
your
am.
time to shine, bro.
I've
And
been
you fucking-
working.
This is literally your thing.
This is
I've been-
literally your thing. This is your weekend. You fucking sit there with 7 tissue boxes
And cry.
and,
One for each
hours.
Hall of Fame inductee.
and,
Cries.
and
For hours.
cry. And we need a full report next Wednesday before we do the NFC fucking breakdown, which we're gonna do
Who's
next
our-
week.
Are you gonna be here? Are you gonna be here next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just real quick. Who's our big 5 inductees? Who's our big names? I just want Hall of Fame. Who's our big? Is it? I know Jared
I got you.
Allen's one of them.
Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp.
Oh, Sterling Sharp will have the best. Sterling Sharp will have the best speech, and I like Eric. I like Eric Allen as well. Antonio Gates. Yeah, that's rough.
Don't hate, Ed. Don't fucking hate.
Compiler.
Who compiles touchdowns at that rate? Who compiles the most touchdowns
I
as a
just told
tight
you.
end ever? And the guy didn't play fucking football in college.
I told you, Antonio Gates. He did some weird magic trick where he just showed up in the end zone. It's weird. All right, guys.
Unbelievable.
That is episode 143. Had a bunch
Keep
of
an
fun.
eye out
Thank
for
you.
the clips, by the way. We got 3 great clips. Michael
Yep.
Brown, I expect you on that Denver clip, reposting nonstop.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Post that up. Any last words?
Football season's finally here. We're just touching NFL. We'll get into college after
Yes.
that. Very much looking forward to it.
Rafa, I will see you in Borrego Springs, Papa.
Yes, sir. On Monday.
I cannot wait. I cannot
It's gonna
wait.
be hot as shit.
Bring the do-rag. Yeah, I still don't know when I'm going, where I'm staying. I don't know. I definitely don't have a partner yet. I don't know, but I know I will be at the Buckets Club Malbon tournament. And we have a bunch of guys in the Buckets Club that follow us now on Instagram. So shout out to all the guys. Get there safe. We're going to have a hell of a time in Borrego Springs. Bring hydrate, right, Rafa? Hydrate.
dude. It's gonna be hot.
Sunday. Don't drink. Do not get drunk Sunday night and then expect to shoot well when it's 104 degrees on
Oh,
a
no,
Monday morning.
You're gonna. I'm gonna be not hydrated. I'm playing PGA West all weekend. All weekend,
Dude.
playing 3 or 4 courses of PGA West this weekend.
Dude, I don't have my Malbon golf bag is not big enough to have defibrillators. I don't have the tour bag. I don't want to bring defibrillators. Hydrate. Sunday. It's too late on Monday. Hydrate
We'll
Sunday.
try. I'll keep you posted throughout the weekend.
Especially Fred. Fred, tell Fred. Motherfucker has to drink water.
Fred's already started to drink. He's
started
already
early.
drinking.
He started early.
He's
All right,
already
guys.
drinking.
Love you guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you
everyone
next week.
showing up. Yeah, see you next
Peace.
week. NFC